Hello, this is Supernautus, and today we're streaming Gemini Rue Part 3, continuing on with things as they are. At the moment, we are now looking for our brother, I believe. So, let's continue on with the game. We've not long come out of the Borikudan's office, where we found out some information about a pilot who we've now contracted for a job. So let's go back and see how things are going. Right now we're going to switch over to this gentleman, Delta 6, who's in the place I believe that we're looking for. So we'll give that a try and see what happens. We're in the elevator. Last time we were here. And now we're going to go to the test chamber. I believe there are more tests that we can take on. So here we are, back in this familiar corridor with the elevators. And this familiar corridor with the testing chambers. We have various doors which appear to work with a retinal scan. Can't go in that one. And I don't believe we can go in this one either. No, I think we went in the blue door before, but I believe we can go into the red door now. No, I'm wrong. In that case we go back to the blue door, which doesn't look very blue to me. It looked kind of grey. And the testing chamber, I believe we were in, was number 2. So I think that I'm wrong and we can't actually go in here. Now, in terms of this, presumably I am trying to escape.
For unauthorized testing apparatus.
I need to be tested.
Scan complete.
Oh, it's you again. I'll send up the gun if you want to practice.
No, it looks like we've done what we need to do here, but let's have a quick look around. Now that we've brought our food, does that help us with anything? No, it doesn't at the moment. I don't need the gun though. Well, I do need the gun, but at the moment I don't think I've got anything I need that would allow me to get out of here. So it needs to scan me again to make sure I haven't taken the gun out.
Scanning for unauthorized.
Otherwise they'll wipe my memory again.
Scan complete.
So, there are some things we need to do. I'm not sure that I can do any of them right now. I wonder... We want to use food. I wonder if there's something we can do with the food that maybe we didn't think of. I want to use my hand because you can just walk through it. Some great music in this game, you know, it gives you that kind of atmospheric feeling of this kind of situation. So we're going to go in the elevator again. I'm thinking there's something we haven't done yet. I'm not really 100% certain where or what I need to do. There was a situation in the gym where we were getting someone to move things for us. I don't know if that's, you know, if that's where we need to be, what we need to do. I'm really not 100% sure. Sorry folks, give me just a couple of minutes, just need to fix a couple of things. Hello? We are here. Just testing to make sure my microphone is working. Excellent. So then, we'll continue on. We try and work out kind of where we're going, what we're doing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether we're definitely in the right location or not. Whether there's more we need to do in order to progress. But this guy, he'll move these shelves for us. Can you put your food down the grating? No. You see, he will, if I do this, he will move that shelf.
Can you move that shelf? Got it.
He'll quite happily move the shelf for us. However, there doesn't appear to be anything to actually do with it. And I've just tried to move it myself. With all these weights on, I have absolutely no way of doing so. But he can.
Can you move that shelf? Got it.
Why? Well, who knows? I guess we'll find out in due course. There's nothing here. There's a grating there. You need a tool to get it off. Presumably I need to be in the maintenance area in order to do this then. But I don't have access to maintenance yet. Or do I? We don't have access to any of the other testing chambers. And we don't have access to maintenance. You go back to your cell. But I don't really want to do that just yet. I'm really hoping we'll get somewhere fairly soon, because I'd rather not spend this entire time stuck here. You have your living areas, which have all of the cells that you sleep in. These are your test chambers, your mess hall, your gym. I'm going to try maintenance, just to see if there's anything up there that maybe is what we're looking for. What I'll say that's good about it is more like your older point-and-click adventures, where not everything's initially extremely obvious. I think that's a good thing, because you don't really want a game where everything's really, really clear and obvious and you know where you're going, you know what you're doing. At the same time, you don't want it to be horrendously difficult. You have to find kind of a happy medium in between, I suppose. Some people manage that quite well, as we'll see as we go over more and more of these kinds of games in time. But at the moment, everything seems to be okay. So I'm not really sure where to go here. We'll try the living quarters, because I'm sure there was a strange person talking to us in there earlier, and I'm not sure that person is still here or not. I don't know if you can see that, but I appear to have my cursor stuck in the middle of the screen. I don't think I can go through this door because it's the ladies' cells. Yeah,
please use the scanner for identity
sealed.
verification.
And if I use the scanner, it's going to know that that door doesn't open for me. It will let me in this one because this is the men's cells. Guy's still sleeping. Empty, empty. Someone else sleeping. These grates are similar to the ones we looked at in there. I'll tell you what I think I need to do. I think I've just come across a plan. So there's a vent in the testing chamber, and there are vents here. Presumably the vent in the testing chamber leads somewhere, and I can only assume it leads to one of these vents. So let's try going to the testing chamber again. Because it's on the top floor. Makes sense. You drop something down the grate, it's gonna, you know, fall down and be grabbable somewhere else. So let's try my theory. It'll probably turn out we need a tool or something to open the vent, or, you know, that's the way these things seem to work. So I've upgraded my microphone. I don't know if it's noticeable. I've upgraded to a Blue Yeti microphone. I know that a lot of people use these. Generally speaking, it's because the quality is very good. There are higher quality options out there, but I'm hoping that using this now increases things in terms of the quality of what we're doing.
Scanning for unauthorized testing apparatus.
The trouble is you have to go through all those scans every time.
Oh, it's you again. I'll send...
It is me again. We're going to take the gun. And I'm going to try and put it down that grate. So we're going to come out of the training segment, because we don't need to do it. Maybe we do, just to get things working. Go back into cover and reload. I'm going to try a headshot, which we got. Press W to change targets. Headshot, which we got. Try again. So that's all fine. It's as we expected. So now we have the gun. We don't have to immediately put it back on the platform. What we are going to do is put it in the grate. But we need to take the grate off. If I shoot the grate, it doesn't do anything. I can put my... No, we can't put our meal on the pedestal. So at the moment, it looks like that might be what we need to do. But I need to find out how we do it. Something needs to be on that platform in order to let the door open.
Scanning for unauthorized testing
But
apparatus.
so we need a tool. I would assume to get a tool we need access to maintenance. And I don't really know how to get access to maintenance, to be honest. Unless there's something more I need to do in these testing chambers, maybe. Right, so we know none of those testing chambers work for me. I'm just wondering if there's maybe another test. So I think there are 2 more tests apparently until we're finished in this area. Now, I don't know what the tests are. Apparently you're free once you finish them. I'm assuming that by free it probably means dead. But we'll work that out together. So I think we're on the right track. I think that putting the gun down the vent is what we need to do. Right, we can't go into any of the testing chambers. Not a single one. Presumably we can't go in these maintenance doors, because we're not allowed into maintenance at the moment. But I think we're on the right track with dropping the gun down the vent. The only issue is how do we do that? We've been pretty much everywhere apart from the mess hall so far. So let's try that. So we'll carry on into the mess hall. Now, see, a lot of these tables are obviously empty of things. And is there anyone here we can talk to? So she's there. Pretty sure she was over there before. Let's talk to her again. So,
What do you know about Giselle?
You said she was trying to make a
For
map of this
Giselle.
place, so she had you escape. Maybe you should find her and talk to her.
The trouble is, I think she is in maintenance. So
Goodbye.
Bye.
in order to do anything, we need to actually get to the maintenance area. Now, if I go up there, there are 2 doors, and I can't go through either of them. So I'm trying to work out where I need to be going. And I'm not 100% sure. We'll keep looking. We'll go up to maintenance because we haven't gone up there yet. And maybe we'll find Giselle. But I'm not too sure about that. We'll have to wait and see. If you guys are enjoying things, all my videos will be uploaded later to YouTube. The channel's called Supernautus Streams. I have got a couple of videos up there already. The first 2 parts of this. The first of which didn't have any commentary because I was having a few problems with OBS. The second video had a commentary, but wasn't great. The game audio was quite low. I'm hoping the game audio is not too low for this one. If it is, let me know. We'll see if we can improve things there. So this is maintenance. But can we knock on the door? Shout through. Let's shout for Giselle.
Giselle?
What do you want, Charlie?
Aha!
What did you take from me yesterday?
She took the map. She took the map. We know
Giselle?
Giselle's there now.
What do you want, Charlie?
So she's not going to tell us what she took from us.
Let me in.
No.
She won't let me in. We're going to continue talking to the door,
Giselle?
which is just silly,
What
until
do you want, Charlie?
we progress the conversation any.
Did you tell me to escape?
Shut up! Don't talk. Get in or don't.
So there we go, that's how we get in the room.
Don't walk in the room or the camera will see you. I don't think they have any hearing receptors in here. I've checked before.
Okay.
So, Charlie, how is it that you can remember now?
Epsilon 5 told me.
Don't be mad. If I kept everyone who made an escape from me after they had their memories wiped again, there would be way too many people to bust out of here. I don't hate you. It's just easier
she
to
uses
escape with
people.
less people.
To test how to escape. She was going to
You
use
were
me.
going to use me.
You
She
knew
did.
what you were getting into. That's why you had Epsilon 5 remind you. It's nothing personal, Charlie.
Now the question is,
Why try to escape?
will she be able to
Don't
get
you know
things
what this
for
place
me?
is? It's a rehab center for criminals. That means they wipe your brain when you get in, and they wipe your brain when you go out. I don't know about you, but I'm not ready to lose my identity again after already losing it once. This consciousness is the only one I have, and I'm not going to let some other person decide who I am,
understandable.
what I've done, and what I act like.
Wouldn't want
Even if
to,
I live again
lose your
out of this
identity, would
place,
you?
it's the same as being
It's hard
dead
to know
to
how
me
that
if
would
I
feel,
don't know
but
about it. That's
I would
why
imagine
I need
not
to
good.
escape. That's why I need to get out of here and find my old memory, who I really am. And that's why you agreed to help me,
There's
because
more,
you saw the
streaming
same
this
thing.
evening.
Having your
There's
memory
something else
wiped
to
and
look at
being
as well.
turned into a
But
new
for now,
person is the same as
this is what we're
dying
doing.
again.
We'll see where we get to.
But I had my memory wiped
Yeah.
to help you.
But you're
Good.
still the same person as before. You still have the same people to remind you. After you leave this place, we'll never see each other again. You won't be aware of your other consciousness. The way I see it is, even though we existed before and
So-
will exist in the future, it doesn't matter, because we only have this consciousness, who we are right now, and I want to keep it that way.
So if I've got things right, because I was listening to what was said earlier in the game, this is a place where they reprogram people, if you like. They wipe out who they were, they turn them into useful members of society. Thankfully, that's not something that's possible now, as far as I'm aware, let's hope. But it makes for an interesting premise here. So, she was just going to take my map.
You were just going to take my map and leave me in the dark.
Well, I guess you were smarter than that, since somehow you're here right now.
And that's the reason
That's why you want
out.
to escape? You don't want them to rehabilitate you?
If I don't escape, I know they'll wipe my memory again when I'm done with the testing. That's why I can't pass my final exam. If I do, they'll send me straight
So
out of
nobody
here,
should
and
pass
I
it.
won't have this consciousness ever again.
But she doesn't remember who she was before, so she's not remembering her actual identity. She's remembering a random identity.
But you don't remember who you were before.
It doesn't matter. If I really need to know, they should have my old identity on their memory banks
Unless
somewhere.
they just throw them
If
away.
you want yours, we can swing by. But then you'll probably lose this memory in the process. So who cares? Am I right?
When are
When?
you escaping?
Why should I tell you? You're not in unless you're a useful asset. And right now, you're not a useful asset.
So I'm useless right now.
But I
Course,
helped plot the
I
map.
helped with the map.
And now I don't need you anymore. So get lost.
And yeah, that's basically how she feels about the situation there.
Who else is going with you?
I'm not gonna tell you.
And she's not going to tell me who's going with her.
I
But I want in.
I said useful asset.
What can I do to help?
I don't know.
Get a
What
gun.
can you do?
What?
What are they training you in now?
Guns.
Guns.
Uh-huh.
Now that actually might be a useful
You see?
commodity. Tell you what, if you can get me a gun, you can be part of the escape.
See, we have to get the gun
All
out.
right.
It's not that easy, though. You'll have to sneak it out of the testing room. God knows how.
I have an
They
idea.
have sensors to detect if you've moved anything out of the testing chamber.
I'll get it out.
I don't think you get how hard this is going to be, but okay.
I think we've got the
Don't come
basic.
back here until you get it. Close the door on your way out.
We've got the basic idea of how this is going to work, but
Can you help me with something?
No.
so she's not going to help me. There are things in here that we might be able to move and adjust.
What do you know about Balder?
Oh, so you don't remember then? It's nothing really. He just doesn't get along with the others.
I kind of guessed that. He didn't seem like a nice guy.
What do you know about Epsilon 5?
Oh yeah, I forgot you had your memory wiped again. She was a scrawny little kid who got picked on until you stood up for her. The greenies used to steal her food tickets all the time. For some reason, she refuses to pick a name for herself.
So we need to get some stuff moved around. There might be useful items here. Well, that might be useful. Looks like some rope, maybe.
What do you know about the director?
Probably no
The
more than anyone
director.
else.
What about the guy? If there was ever a person responsible for our fate, he's the one. So he should be held responsible.
Okay, we don't need to know much more about her. We know to get the gun, to escape, and nobody else really knows much about what's going on. So let's have a look here. I can turn this wheel, which doesn't do much for me. There's something over there. Can't reach the grating. But we can look at it. I can only... So that's about as close as I can get. If I walk over there to that tool shed, I'm going to get seen. That much is obvious. But where... There must be something in this room that we can use. It would be pretty silly if there wasn't. We need to... Try, and find a way to get this gun out. That's essentially the entire sort of premise of the situation. Right. But I don't know how we're going to get that gun out of there. There's clearly nothing more we can do in here right now. What happens if I turn the wheel again? All it does is turns that back on. And off. Presumably that was just to ensure that you can get past that, or somebody can get past that at some point. The only thing I could think is that there's something I've not picked up. See, where the weights room is, he can move the shelves, but there's also in the gym, there's things on the shelves. I've picked up various weights. Ah, yeah, no, hang on. So we need something to replace the gun on the platform. Presumably we need something that weighs about the same as a gun. Now, I'm not an expert on guns, so I'm going to have to think about things logically, size-wise. Right, a gun's not going to weigh 10 or 25 pounds, is it? I wouldn't have thought unless it's like a big gun. But it's a decent sized handgun. 4 pounds maybe? That would make sense because we need something to replace the gun that allows the door to open. Doesn't it? I think it does. I think that makes some sense. Do you know, we didn't try really getting Giselle to do much as well, I'm just thinking. Because there was that cabinet. Now I can't get to the cabinet because I'll get seen by the camera. But what about her? Because the cabinet, surely, a cabinet in a maintenance room, it's going to have a tool. I need some kind of tool to take the grate off. So obviously...
Giselle?
Unless you have the gun with you, I'm not letting you back in.
Oh, have I just made a mistake?
I need to go in there to get the gun.
Fine.
There we go. I thought for a
Hey
moment
there,
there we
Charlie.
weren't going to...
Since you're here, I thought maybe you could help me with something.
What's that?
I was trying to finish my maintenance shift when I realized I needed to reset the air shafts from level 2 to here.
You want me to fix it?
Well, if you insist. If you want to try, you can use this machine down here.
What about the camera?
Yeah.
You really think somebody's watching us? If you're really that paranoid, fine. Stay up there. I don't care.
Let's try this tool shed.
What do you think you're doing? Don't touch my stuff.
But I might need something in there.
Don't you have anything left in your stash?
My what?
Your stash.
What stash?
Your
Yeah,
toilet. Hello.
Don't know.
I don't think so.
All right.
Apparently
Get me
I've got
something to
stuff
eat,
stashed in
and
my
I'll open it.
toilet.
Understand?
Yes.
Well, luckily, I have some food for you.
Here's that meal you wanted.
Thanks, Charlie. Appreciated. Haven't had much to
That's
eat
why we
since
didn't
I
want
hit
to
my
eat your
final
food.
exam. They've stopped issuing me food tickets since I've stopped playing their little games.
You're not going to
Let me
last
get
very
that
long
door
then,
for
are you? if you haven't eaten. Okay, let's see if there's anything useful in this cabinet. screwdriver, yeah. Now she said to do something with a machine that resets the...
I'm trying to reset the
vents.
ventilation system from level 2 to level 1, which is here. To do this, you'll need to clear out the entire stretch of piping from here to the second level.
So this will clear out the pipes.
This stretch would effectively be shaft number 3 to shaft number 10.
So...
The power influx is low right now, so you can only open up to 5 shafts at a time once you reactivate the ventilation system.
Open up to 5 shafts at a time.
When you turn on shafts, they turn green, and also turn on any adjacent shafts.
We'll turn on the adjacent shafts.
So, there's only enough power to activate 5 shafts
So
right
this
now to clear the system
would help
from
us
shaft
get
number
the gun
3
out,
to shaft number 10. So choose
I
wisely.
guess. But I don't know if we're supposed to do this yet. I feel like I want to go and check that toilet.
Have fun.
So what have we got? No. That would clear them.
Insufficient power.
But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6, 7 shafts open.
Remember, Charlie, I said only 5 vents on at a time.
Okay, well, I don't think we need to do this quite yet. What I do know is that I think we've got what we need to get the gun out now with a screwdriver, I guess. So let's have a look at that toilet that she said about, because it's the only thing I can think of that might give us a bit more information. Because apparently we were stashing things there. You know, I suppose it's something you can think about, you know, if someone's in like a prison cell, the only place they've got to kind of hide their belongings is the toilet, isn't it? Or well, some other places that we won't that we won't discuss right now. But the toilet mainly. Hope you're enjoying things as you're watching the stream. I don't have my window open to see kind of what's happening. I'm going to remedy that, just one moment. Okay, now I can see if there's anything actually happening, which I should have done in the first place. So yeah. So now it's time for us to have a look at our stash in our toilet. Not walk into the wall, that would also be helpful. My cell door's shut, but if I... scan in, that takes off the force field. Apparently our toilet has some things in it. So let's look. There we go. I take that pipe. I think that's probably all I was needing. So we've got a pipe, and a weight, and a screwdriver. Right, we're going to go up to the training room, I think, now, and see if my theory is correct. Okay, so I think we're right. I think we've got the tools we need to get the gun out of the training room. Let's go up to the gym. Why am I going to the gym? It's not the gym we need to go to, it's the testing chambers. So, go again. We'll get there. This time, very shortly. Hoping everything sounds okay audio-wise, everything's clear. Sometimes my comments might not be something you want to hear. I do apologise for that. I'm sure if you are concerned about the commentary, there are other options available. But I hope you'd stick with me as we're moving on. Yes, it doesn't react to my hands, it reacts to my eye, as I already know. I should mention I was discussing my microphone earlier. I'm not being sponsored by anyone or anything like that, I just bought it, and other microphones of course are available.
Scanning for unauthorized testing apparatus.
Because I don't want to be advertising anything.
Scan complete.
Oh, it's you again.
If someone wants to approach me and
I'll
offer
send
me...
up the gun if you want to practice.
I doubt that's going to happen anytime soon. So right, let's pick up the gun. Well, yeah, actually first of all, let's unscrew the grate. Yeah, there we go. So now we want to pick up the gun. We're going to pick up the gun, and from there, right, I don't need to enter the training. I just wanted the gun. So I'm going to put the weight on there. And that opens the door. Now we have to drop the gun down the drain. Which means we should now be able to go out of the chamber without being stopped.
Scanning for unauthorized testing apparatus.
Just found nothing. We're free. But now it sounded like he said it fell and didn't go all the way down. So I'm gonna go to the next floor down. And we'll see if it's there.
Leader 7, please report back to maintenance duty. Airshaft E3-B has been lodged on floor 4.
See, there we go. That tells us what we need to know. Something's been blocked on the 4th floor. And we're gonna unblock it. So we go to the mess hall. Now the only trouble I've got is I don't know which grating the gun's going to be in. Because on the other floors there were 3 gratings. So I'm assuming there are 3 gratings here as well. In the mess hall. Yeah, 3 gratings. 3 gratings, so one of them must open. Let's try the middle. Anything in there? Doesn't look like there's anything jammed in that shaft. I'm left-handed. Let's try the old left side. I just want to see if they all look the same. No, look, see, there's something on top of that one. I can't reach it with my hand. Is that what the pipe's for? It is. But it's just fallen down to the next floor. Great. We'll go to the next floor then. So if that was on the left, I think it's the gym next. If that was on the left, presumably continue on the left. I mean, I could be wrong, but sounds like the most likely answer. So, the gym. I think I already moved the left-hand shelf the last time we were there. I think. We'll soon find out. So yes, we've already moved that shaft. Balder's standing there waiting for us. We got the shaft off. And there's the gun again. So again, we use the pipe on the flap. Down it goes. I think this time it might have made it all the way down. Now I'm just trying to think where this is going to be. Is everywhere we've gone, we've been on the right. The only trouble is the right hand side on the bottom floor is the female living quarters that I can't get into. But I do know that there's someone in the mess hall who I can talk to, who has been willing to help me before. So let's try and see if she's willing to give me some assistance. Let's talk to Epsilon 5.
Can you help me with something?
What?
Just follow me.
Okay.
Come with me. If you want to live. Or maybe not. Who knows who's going to live here and who's going to die? Who's going to survive? That's the question. So come with me, Epsilon 5. We're going to go down to the living quarters. And in particular the women's living quarters. Now, much like getting other people to open the doors, presumably if I use Epsilon 5 on the scanner...
Can you open that door for me?
Why?
Just trust me.
Alright.
She'll open the door, and we'll go inside.
I'll wait out here.
She'll wait out here, even though these are her quarters. Looks like there's nobody here anyway. This is the shaft we want to use, I think. Get our screwdriver game on again. Grating comes off. Put your hand in. And there's the gun again. Pipe. And the gun's reached the bottom of the shaft. Now that little game that she had me trying to do, a little mini game where I had to open the shafts, would appear to be
Is that all you...
necessary
I
now.
think so.
Well,
Because she wanted me to open the shafts between floor 1 and 2, didn't she? She's going to hang around, she's wondering what the hell I'm doing. But she's not overly concerned. Or maybe she is. Maybe we should be careful. She seems like a friend. What was it they said about people that seem fair and act foul? So, the last place this is going to be is down in the maintenance area. So let's see if she'll let us in again.
Giselle?
Unless you have the gun with you,
We heard that conversation already, and again, I need to go in there to get the gun.
I need to go in there to get the gun.
fine.
So the gun is going to be through that door?
How do I get the gun out of the testing chamber?
Who knows? The door won't. I heard they had killed like 3 people.
No, I don't need that. Okay. Goodbye. We don't need that, so we'll move on to the next part of the area where we have to clear these shafts. Let's just have a quick look. Now, I wasn't sure how this minigame really works, because what we're trying to do is reset these shafts. I'm just going to reset that back to the way it was. So, how? That clears all that down to there. This does seem quite random. It was 3 to 10, wasn't it? She said 3 to 10 needed to be open.
So you fixed it. Nice job.
Yes, it was.
Now any foreign objects in the ventilation system on level 2 will get sent down here, in case it gets stuck again.
In about 1 second. Something's going to come out of that pipe. That looks like the only pipe that would take us in here, so let's turn off this thing. And again, there's a grating. I think we need to move this first, because that grating's up quite high, but the noise came from there. So let's see what happens. And there's our gun, I believe. Or is it? If it is, where did it go?
How do I get the gun?
The door. I heard they had to install.
We already
those
saw
killed
that.
Like 3 people.
I wonder. No, we got the thing off. Where did it go? Where did the gun go? Okay, I can't see where the gun is. Did anyone see where the gun went? is a large machine, yes. Where's the gun? I assume the gun was in there? But I don't have it. I think we've gone to the right place. But and something came out of that. Something fell out of there. But where's the gun? What does this say?
How do I get the gun
How do I
out
get
of
the gun?
testing chamber?
We already got it out.
Who knows? The door won't even open. I heard they had to install those sensors because it killed like 3 people.
About the...
Get me the gun?
What do you know about this place?
It's as plain as day to me. This is what you'd call a rehabilitation center.
rehabilitation
it's where they
center.
transform criminals or lowlifes back into
As we know.
law-abiding citizens. Unethical? Sure, but I'm sure they don't care.
Exactly. They don't care.
What did you say about a...
I said, check inside.
Check the toilet, we already did that. Okay, so... the gun did come out of there, didn't it? Get off the box. Oh, see, that was earlier. I thought that was the grating. I thought it was over there somewhere, but it isn't. Can I move this box out the way? Is there anything hidden behind the box? Ah, there we are. That's why we couldn't find it. And there it is. So, do we keep the gun? No, I think in order to be involved in the escape plans, we obviously need to give the gun to Giselle.
Here it is.
I have no idea how you did that, but good job.
Well,
Am I
it
in
was
now?
Yes.
fairly
Yes, you
easy.
are.
When are we escaping?
I don't know yet. I'll have to set things up and build up our stashes.
Where are we going to escape to if we don't know where we are?
Look at this. This is the map you made when you broke out. You wrote a note down here. I don't know what it says because your handwriting is god-awful.
It says space.
So once we got
cargo
through this,
bay.
we'll go back and have
So
a
you're
look at
telling me we're in space?
I don't know.
Azrael?
I didn't see it.
Either way, we have to
the
finish
detective
this map before we
who
plan the
is
escape.
currently
And also,
trying to
we
find
need to get
this
our
place, I
stashes
believe.
together. Until then, don't pass your final exam unless you want your brain wiped again.
So let's try not to pass our final exam. Who do I want to come with us? Now, it's that question of seems foul, looks fair, you know. Seems fair, looks foul. Balder obviously is the one who looks the least friendly, but is helping me. And Epsilon 5 just happens to always be around. Just when you need her, just when you finished your training. Let's try this.
I want Balder to come with us.
Balder? He's already coming with us.
What?
For protection.
Okay.
So
We
Balder
should leave.
Okay.
is already
I'll
coming.
add the gun with the rest of the stash tonight.
Epsilon 5, I'm not so sure about. Now we're back here with Azrael. So with Azrael, we just called Kenneth, just in the previous stream. He told us to meet him in apartment 3E at Hibiscus High Rise, which was the building where I forget the name of the gentleman lived. But this is Hibiscus High Rise. We've been in here a couple of times. We did try going to 2A, but the problem with 2A was that there were Boryokuden hiding outside. If we go to the 3rd floor now, we can speak to Kenneth. Well, it's 3E, 3E? I can't remember if it's 3E. I believe it is.
Room 3A.
Let's just double check. So that's A, B, C. Wait.
Room 3E.
Yeah, 3E. 3E, that's what we're looking at.
Anybody home? Guess not.
Try the door.
Locked, as suspected.
You think I'm stupid?
Uh-oh.
Hold on now.
I already told you people everything. You wouldn't stop.
Looks like we have to fight
Look.
someone.
I can't even hold a gun straight after what you did to me. I already told you I don't have it.
So what do I say to him here? Is there a way to stop it, to make him not shoot me? Is there a way to get him not to shoot me? Let's try and be... have some empathy.
Who did this to you?
You people did.
I didn't do anything.
Then the rest of the Boryokuden did.
But I'm not with them.
I'm not with the Boryokuden.
Then why are you here? I can't fly anybody anymore.
I need to find the juice before they do.
Yeah.
What?
I can destroy it.
Yeah, I can
Prevent
destroy
them
it.
from getting another shipment.
What good would that do?
Somebody's got to stand up to them.
Will I maybe appeal to his sense of duty?
Can you help me?
I already told them
unlikely.
everything. The shipment was on board when I jumped into Gemini. I checked the cargo when I docked at Barracus Station. It was there. But when I landed on the planet side, it was gone.
So what happened?
Somebody had to have stolen it while I was still on the station. The Boryokuden don't believe me, of course.
Are you sure that's the only way?
It was on the
So the
station when I
Boryokuden
got
don't
there.
believe him.
It disappeared when I left.
It's understandable,
There's
really.
no other way someone
They had a
could have
massive
taken
drug
it when I
stash
went
and it
down into the
disappeared.
planet.
Is there a way I can find out who was on that station?
I already did. I stole a security feed photo yesterday. It caught the only other ship leaving the station right before I did.
I wonder who it was.
Why haven't you showed the Boryokuden this?
Why should I?
Let's try again. Still appealing to his better judgment, maybe.
Could I borrow
Can I borrow it?
You can keep it.
What?
You see what they did to me? I want revenge. If they don't
Good.
get that shipment, then they're going down. If you're the one who can do that for me, then by all means, take it. Find out who was
I
piloting
think we
that
just
ship for me.
saved
Why
ourselves
don't
from a
you
fight.
want to do it?
I can't even fly a ship. I can't get any work now. I can't even operate the computer program to analyze it.
I take it you
So
want
he's been
something
totally
in
ruined
return.
by these people.
Just don't let them have the juice. They don't need it.
That's true,
Here.
they don't.
I'm going. Don't follow me. I'm getting off this planet once and for all.
Have a safe trip.
Don't make a move.
We'll let him walk away before we pick up the
There he goes.
piece of paper. Now we can move. Just pick this up.
Some kind of digital photo. Can insert it in a terminal for more analysis.
And we can use that with a terminal. So that's what we needed there. I'm wondering if we're going to find that apartment 2 on the 2nd floor, where apparently we have the meds to stop you from being addicted to the juice, are being kept. Being sold quite expensively apparently. Which makes me think they're probably not medications to get you off the juice. It's probably juice. So let's get back to the lobby. And let's continue on. I don't know if that apartment we went by is still going to have people standing outside it, but I don't think it's time yet for me to do that. What's this photograph? It said about analysing the photograph. Oh, he's watching us. Hey, how you doing? You're not getting your drugs, don't you worry. There's the photo.
Data packet received.
Okay. It's a bit like Blade Runner. Enhance. We'll be able to see someone's reflection in the windscreen. What's that? We have a number 36325 or 36825. I'll add that to the notes. Give me a hard copy. Yeah. As Deckard says in Blade Runner. Is that it? I don't think there's anything more. What's that over there? Yeah, looks like that was all we were able to do. Yeah. So that's fine. Or is it? Looks like we're being, we're enhancing this now. How do I get out of this? We don't need to enhance the planet. Is there a way out of this screen? I don't see a way out of this screen. No, I don't want to enhance anymore. I want out. Oh, there we go. We just press escape, guys. Just press escape. So now, I want to use the terminal. I need to use the terminal to see if that number
ID card accepted.
means anything to anyone. Database. Was it 36325? No. I should have 32635. That's what it was. 32635. So 32635. One match found as a ship's serial number, which we expected. And that's a light serial cargo ship owned by Paul Erickson. Can hold 2 million kilos of weight. Cargo, whatever. Now if we put his name in, Paul Erickson, is that correct? Paul Erickson, yeah. We have one match, and presumably this is the guy we're looking for. Why wouldn't it be? It's Paul Erickson, he's aged 40. He lives at District 6 Apartments, and has a phone number of 1597823, which we've now added to our phone numbers. So let's log out of the terminal. Oh, and let's give him a call. Paul Erickson. Let's see what happens.
No answer. Maybe I should go find him in person.
So District 6 Apartments, which I think
I don't know where.
is down here. There's some newspaper there that I didn't see before. Got a newspaper that we didn't see before. There we go. Prisoner on the loose. Authorities from the Gemini police are reportedly looking for an escaped prisoner from an unknown prison entitled Center 7. Center 7, I think, is the place we were in with Charlie, Epsilon 5 and all them. And that's where we're looking for. All searchers have turned up nothing. The government is giving out no information on this mysteriously titled compound known as Center 7. At this time, it remains unclear if the prisoner is still at large in the streets of Pittsburgh. Well, we don't know who it is. This person, presumably, that they asked me to look for. So, District 6 apartments. That's Kenneth's apartment. Paul Erickson is in the District 6 apartments. This is an apartment building we got into yesterday but couldn't do anything in. Okay, we had to climb up over that crate and we were able to get in, but we weren't able to actually do anything. So we have to step up onto the pipe, grab onto the ladder, and go through the window. Aha. So who's this? Who's this guy, do you think? Let's talk to him.
A simple-minded citizen. A simple-minded...
Okay, so we don't need anything. We don't need to speak to him. We're going to go down to the main entrance. Start from the bottom after all. The lift didn't work, so we'll have to take the stairs. No doubt now there'll be things in here that weren't here before. Look, like a thing hanging in the mailbox, which was empty before and locked. Might be something on that desk as well.
Mr. Erickson, please pick up your package. Apartment staff. That's all it says.
So Mr. Erickson has a package. That's floor 2. Could it be apartment 2A?
Mr. Erickson, you haven't checked in for 3 days. So if you see this note, can you please give me the key to your mailbox? Another package was left for you, and I lost my duplicate key. Till then, I've left a note tucked into your mailbox.
So we've got a note in the
Apartment
mailbox
staff.
and a note on the desk from the apartment staff. And apparently they've got some packages that belong to Mr. Erickson. But that looks like 2, and if it's in the first position it would presumably be apartment 2A. Does this elevator work yet?
I don't think it's working.
No, it doesn't. But that looks like 2A, so let's try apartment 2A. Which is in this floor, I believe. No, this would be 1. So 2 should be up here. Got to remember, you know, in the UK we have a floor numbering system where it's the ground floor, which is the bottom floor, then first floor, blah blah blah. I know that in the US system the first floor would be what we call the ground floor. So I'm assuming this will be apartment 2A.
Room 3A.
It looks like my logic didn't quite pan out there. It is the floor below. I need to do some research to find out where this game was made. I'm assuming it wasn't made in the US in that case. Didn't do my research.
Locked, as suspected.
But that's fine. Let's carry on. This is room 2A. So we have a lockpick that's been repaired. And presumably we can open his door. Yes. And that's why no one could get his packages to him. Because he's dead. Well, I'm assuming it's him.
It's Paul Erickson, all right.
Listen to this great
Not
music.
dead yet. He has a pulse, but it looks like he's unconscious. Something must have happened. He's out cold.
Oh, he's out cold, so he's not dead.
He's unconscious, but he's still alive.
Well, that's good. He is still alive. Let's have a look around.
Looks like old juice containers.
So he likes juice. Likes his juice, that's a good thing, I suppose. Well, it isn't, it isn't. You know, he's got a drug addiction to something that makes you
Empty juice containers.
incapable of talking to anyone.
User.
He's got a terminal by the door. Let's have a look at the news. We already looked at that news yesterday. These were the guys that we shot to escape. Yeah, see, we're in District 6, so yeah. Paul Erickson, he lives in District 6 apartment, room 2A. Disconnected. And he's got a journal with 2 available entries. Let's look at entry 4. Entry 4, I heard the juice shipment didn't get through. If this is true, then I'll have to get some meds. It's already been 2 days since I haven't had any, and I don't know how much longer I can hold it. And December 12th, 22:29, I'll pick up some meds tomorrow at the medical station. Work was murder. Well. So we already know that you can get meds in Hibiscus High Rise. So, I guess we have to go back to Hibiscus High Rise. Because presumably he needs something to wake him up. I guess.
Mr. Erickson, can you hear me? He's out cold.
Can we wake him up by kicking him?
He's already in enough pain.
Yeah, we're not a total asshole.
Juice withdrawal meds, but they're empty.
Yeah, so I'm assuming we need meds?
Empty, although there are traces of old juice meds here, the kind used for withdrawal.
More meds. There's 2 consoles in this room. Is there anything different on that one?
It needs a password.
This one needs a password. Which we do not have. Can we open his blinds? We can. But we can't open the door.
I don't need to look through.
So kitchen. We don't need to go in his kitchen. But we do need to leave this apartment for now. He's run out of juice meds. So he needs juice meds. And the only place you can get them is Hibiscus High Rise. We could go down the stairs and out the front door. But we'll just go out the window instead. Down the ladder. And off the crate. So back to Hibiscus High Rise we go. To find those meds that we were wondering about yesterday. If I remember rightly, we tried going into the apartment next door because it's guarded, and we couldn't. So we need to go in here again. If I remember what we need to do is we need to go up the stairs as well. Can't use the elevator because there are people standing right outside the door of the apartment. So it's the second floor. We'll remember our mistake this time and remember that we're going in through this door. Because there they are. The Boryokudan agents.
We should do something.
Couldn't go through that door.
Why don't you just...
Let's try. What's that? Why is that hole showing up
I
as something
could stick
useful?
my hand in it, but I won't.
Just shut up, okay?
Can't stick my hand in it. Can I stick my foot in it? I can. And then there's a conduit above my head. So what would I want with that? What would I want to do with a conduit? Cut it?
Ow! I'll need something sharp to pierce the case.
Well, I guess of all the things we have,
Okay.
The only thing that's moderately sharp and won't draw attention to us would be the lockpick. Power's off.
What was that?
Must be a power outage.
You two, go check on it in the lobby. I'll wait for the target.
So now there's one guy left. Just one guy left. Standing there. Let's have a chat with the solo guard.
Psst, who's there?
Knocked
That
out
should
our
keep
buddy
him
there.
down.
Thanks
there's
for getting rid of those guys for
Someone
me.
else. I think that's that girl from earlier.
You're very welcome.
And polite too, I see. I'm assuming you're here for the
A
meds.
shadowy femme fatale.
Of course I'm
course.
here for the meds.
Just as I thought. Sure come in handy right about now since we're in a shortage. All the addicts haven't had a sip in weeks.
Yeah.
I take it the Boryokuden wanted them too.
Guess they didn't like me helping their addicts. As long as the addicts didn't get any help, they'd
That's
be
usually
hopeless
the
on the
case with
streets.
drug
Then the
dealers, isn't it? They
Boryokuden
don't
could
want
do
you to
whatever they want with them. Ship them off
take
to
away their
Center 7
custom.
and turn them into other people.
She knows about Center 7, so let's ask her what she knows.
You know about Center 7.
Yes. The government tried to hide it from us, but I'm sure most of the citizens were happy the rehab centers were reestablished. It meant they were trying to recondition the criminals again. But like everything else since the war, the Boryokuden have bought them out too. Now they use it to turn the good people into the bad. Just the way
I
things go,
thought that
I
might be
guess.
what's happening.
You said you wanted the cure.
I did?
Yeah, I did.
Here, you can have a gift since you helped me out. I'm not coming back here anymore.
I can have a gift. Isn't that exciting?
Thanks.
So it looks like they were actual meds that are in that building. Now, we should now be able to use the elevator. Or has this turned the power off entirely? A syringe of meds. Does the elevator work? Well, it must do, because those guys went down the elevator, didn't they? So now we know that our friend will get his meds. I don't know what that'll do. And I think I'm being a little generous calling him our friend. But, you know, we'll see how things go. Out we go. Come on, Azrael. Then we might do is just have a quick save, just in case anything goes weird here. Under the name of Supernautus, of course. And we'll resume the game. We're going to go down that way. So we're going to go this way because I think that might be a better place to go into. Straight to the back alley, come on. There we are. So, up on the crate. Up on the pipe.
I can't do much.
With your feet, not your hands. And up on the ladder. We'll go in the window and we'll go back to apartment 2A. And do I just stick the syringe in the guy? Let's give it a try.
I'm injecting him with the vaccine.
Looks like right up
He
his
should be
backside.
waking up any time now.
I'd have expected him to wake up going,
Who
ah!
are you? What's going on?
These are both
Passed out from
fairly
juice
relevant
withdrawal.
questions.
I just injected you with a vaccine to re-regulate your bloodstream.
What? What are you talking about?
You were knocked unconscious from withdrawal symptoms. I just gave your body the antidote.
Yeah,
Withdrawal?
Yes.
from juice. So
who
you
are you?
pretending. What should I say I am? I'm a
I'm
private
a
investigator.
I came here to ask you some questions.
What are you talking about?
Do you own a light transport ship, serial number 32635?
Yes, I think so.
He thinks so.
Did you fly up to Barracus Station about a week ago?
If he's using this juice...
No, that's one of my rentals.
What?
I own a company. We lease ships to whomever needs them.
Oh, there you go.
That's probably just one of my ships. If you want to see
He
who
leases
used that
out
ship,
ships.
go check yourself. My rental database is in the corner over there.
Okay, can I have...
The password is dogfight.
the password? So let's see. So apparently it wasn't him.
Dogfight.
Just why are you looking for my ship?
We think it was used in a smuggling operation.
We think it was used in a smuggling operation.
What? It's not my fault.
Barry Adama is the guy who piloted it that
Barry
day.
Adama. Sounds a bit like Barack Obama. And also like Adama from Battlestar Galactica. So we've got a new name in our notes. Let's
Do you have
carry
his
on
contact information?
talking to him.
No, I don't. What do you want with him anyway?
That doesn't really concern you.
I suppose it doesn't.
Well,
I'll be going then.
you know, it's his ship.
Thanks for saving me.
So we'll go out. And we'll go outside.
I don't think it's working.
Oh yeah, this is the place with the elevator not working. I forgot all about that. Oh, we got a call.
Kane?
What's your status on the juice?
Well, it looks like somebody stole the juice from the smuggler's ship before it landed on Barracus.
Yeah.
The somebody who stole it might be a guy called Barry Adama.
Good. Matthias is getting on my nerves up here. Hurry up and find it so we can get out of here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's helpful. But we got Barry Adama. And let's find out some more information about him. I guess to do that we'll have to go and find a terminal. Which kind of makes some sense, doesn't it? The terminal helped us out with the last guy. So hopefully the terminal will help us out with this one too. Down we go. And we'll go and find the terminal over to the left hand side. Nice easy name to remember though, Barry Adama. We need the Mafia ID card.
ID card accepted.
I should hope so. And we're going to search for Barry Adama.
Nothing showing
Just
up.
found nobody.
That's odd.
Wonder if we just search for Adama. No. No matches found. So what else can we do? Suppose we have to go about things the old-fashioned way, the way you would normally do things in one of these games. Talk to someone. Oh, that guy doesn't talk. He's happy to converse with you, so let's see if he knows enough. We're looking for...
And yes,
Barry
I checked
Adama.
the terminals.
You did, huh? No matches or something?
That's right.
Maybe try checking around the local joints.
The
Some
local
people might know where
joints.
he lives.
Does he know this guy?
Do you know a Winston Lucas?
What, are you looking for him?
Perhaps.
I told you before, check the terminals.
Check the terminals, check the terminals.
That's all. Thanks.
So I've got to look around and find somebody who might have met Barry Adama at some point in time. Well, everyone seems to live in that one block, it seems like. So think of people to talk to. I don't think we want to talk to them. We don't really want them to have an idea who we might be hunting for. Because we're not wanting to give them their drugs. I want to destroy them. I was being serious. I want to destroy them. Oh, can I have a business card? Just while I'm here?
just has the apartment's information on it.
Let's talk to the receptionist and ask him if he knows Barry Adama. I didn't ask him about anybody, look. Barry Adama.
Do you know a person named Barry Adama?
Barry Adama? Yeah, he lives here. Why?
Oh, well, there we go. He
told
lives
me
in
to
that
meet him at
building,
his room,
apparently.
But I forgot the number.
It's room 4A.
4A? Thanks.
Is it? That guy's really accommodating, isn't he? He'll just give you any information you ask for. So, 4A. So up to the 4th floor. Apartment A. Here's 4A. See if he'll answer the door.
Anybody home? Guess not.
There's nobody home. Is the door locked?
As suspected.
Yep. Our trusty lockpicks will help us out.
Got it.
And in we go. Let's have a look at his console first. News. We already saw that. Don't need the map. His profile. His name's Barry Adama. He's aged 48. His residence is Hibiscus High Rise, room 4A, and he doesn't. Nobody knows what his job is. That's because it's bad. It's a bad job. 6 entries in his journal. Entry number 1. I rented this apartment out with the money that BB left me. It's better than living on the street. I've only got enough left for maybe 2 months. 3 at the most. It's hard to believe almost a year ago I lived in a white cell. A white cell. It's interesting. In entry 2 he says, I'm getting off Barracus the first chance I get, but I have a chance to make things right again. I'm not going to ignore it. Entry 3, I rented the ship using my false alias. False alias, there we are. Tonight I'm going up to the station and waiting for the transport to come through. Entry 4, I made the exchange. I hid it in a safe place. I'm calling the police and they can take care of it. That's a little concerning. Number 5, I can't believe I lost the access card. I'm still waiting on the commissioner, but the juice is safe from the Boryokudan's hands. I've got to find that card before someone else finds it. In entry 6, there was a man named Azrael. He's the one who's fighting the Boryokudan. That's me. I'd probably go with him, but I have to finish this first. The commissioner called me back. They said they can't do anything. The police is useless on this planet. I'm going back to Weather Tower 2 to destroy it once and for all. Weather Tower 2. Presumably that might be where the drugs are?
Kane.
Yeah?
I think I know where the missing juice is. I might have the location of Center 7 sooner than I thought. I'll call you back in an hour if I'm right.
Is this gonna get messy?
I hope not. Over and out.
I have a feeling we're going to be coming close to some combat soon. We've gone right outside. All the way out.
Tower 02.
Let's go to the weather tower. Or maybe we'll leave it at that.
Delta 6, wake up.
Back with Delta 6.
This is the director speaking. We had a little malfunction with the air fluctuators, and we thought you could be of assistance in fixing it.
He said sending me to
Take
maintenance.
the elevator down to maintenance shaft level 1. Use this card to unlock the maintenance door.
And he's given us a card to do so. We'll take that card. And I think that's where we'll end for today, guys. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope everything went smoothly and better than it has the last few times at least. And that'll be us from here, I think. We'll save our game as Supernautus. And that'll be us for today. Thank you very much. Stay tuned for the next stream. Probably going to do something this evening. Been playing Diablo 2, Diablo 3 on the Xbox One. So we'll probably come back and play a bit more of that this evening. And yeah, we'll see how things go from there. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, stick a like on there. I've got the links down below to my Twitter, my Facebook, and my YouTube page. This video will be uploaded to YouTube in a short time. And really, I hope that you guys will come along next time and pay attention to what I've been doing. I guess it'll get better over time. Thank you and goodbye.